The Roloff family has changed since Little People, Big World's premiere. Back in the mid-2000s, Matt and Amy Roloff were raising their children in quiet anonymity, growing pumpkins on their family farm in Oregon. The spouses were distinctive in that they were both little people, as is one of their 4 children. As Amy told Ability magazine back in 2010, they wound up on the radar of TLC, and the network asked them to open up their lives for a reality show. The Roloffs saw the offer as a great opportunity to educate people about dwarfism, noting that no television show up to that point had depicted dwarfism in an everyday way. Launched in 2006, Little People, Big World proved to be a huge hit with viewers who tuned in week after week to keep up with the family. In 2020, TLC shared an announcement about the series' landmark 20th season, with the new batch of episodes promised to usher in an abundance of change for all of the Roloffs. That's an understatement, given all that's happened to the family over the years. Here's how the Roloff family has changed since Little People, Big World's premiere. A terrifying accident left Little People, Big World's Jacob Roloff injured. When Little People, Big World debuted back in 2006, Matt and Amy Roloff's kids were still little. Youngest child Jacob was just 8 years old, while daughter Molly was 12. Fraternal twins Jeremy and Zach, the latter the only Roloff child to have achondroplasia, were 15. Given the show's long and successful run, viewers literally watched the 4 grow up on television. In fact, Jacob was just 9 years old when he and family friend Mike Detchen were badly injured in a frightening accident, when the farm's pumpkin-hurling trebuchet fired prematurely. According to the Oregonian, a 2,000-pound concrete counterweight smashed Jacob on the head. As his father told People, Jacob had a dime-sized bruise on his head, and doctors needed to perform a procedure that relieved pressure on his brain. Meanwhile, Detchen needed more than 200 stitches. While the fallout was documented in an episode, the accident itself didn't appear in the show. According to a statement from TLC obtained by Reality Blurred, cameras were taping footage for the series at an alternate location when the incident occurred. Jacob eventually made a full recovery. Matt Roloff from Little People, Big World was found not guilty after being charged with DUI. Little People, Big World had already become a TV hit when Matt Roloff was pulled over by police in 2007. According to a report from Access, officers observed that his white Chevrolet van was unable to stay within its own lane. Roloff was given a field sobriety test, which he failed, and then refused a breathalyzer test. As a result, the father of 4 was cited and then released. In a subsequent statement, Roloff announced he'd be pleading innocent. As the Oregonian later reported, Matt was ultimately found not guilty. He was, however, found guilty of refusing to take a breath test and not staying in his lane of travel. He was fined $742, along with an additional $103 to cover court fees. As it turns out, that wasn't Matt's first time being placed under arrest in a similar circumstance. In its report on his arrest, the Oregonian cited court records indicating that he was convicted of drunk driving in 2003, with the charge later dismissed after he completed an alcohol diversion program. Little People, Big World's Jeremy Roloff got married and started a family. In September 2014, Little People, Big World's Jeremy Roloff and longtime girlfriend Audrey Mirabella Botti got married at Roloff Farms. Writing for The Knot, Audrey Roloff admitted that planning the wedding was complicated by the fact that she and her fiancé lived in different states at the time. Despite the challenges, however, she happily declared that their big day turned out to be everything we ever dreamed that it would be. Her wedding gown, Audrey revealed, was inspired by a dress worn by Keira Knightley in the 2012 film Anna Karenina, while the reception was held in the Roloff's backyard, nestled in the trees strung with lights and chandeliers. In 2017, Audrey took to Instagram to reveal the newlyweds were homeowners and were expecting a baby. Ember Jean was born in December of that year. The following year, Jeremy had an announcement to make. After 14 years, over 300 episodes and 17 seasons, the time has come, he wrote in a 2018 Instagram post, revealing that this season would be our last. In 2020, the pair welcomed their second child, son Bo James, according to People. Zach Roloff from Little People, Big World also became a husband and father.